real quick, like, all right. 13 high vibrations. I gotta say this real quick, like, when dealing with, okay, this is astrology, but when dealing with Lilith, y'all can do your research on Lilith and stuff. Pretty much Lilith, from my research, tells me this, and from my own experiences, tells me this. It's just the darker aspects of self, you know, and go into the shadow. Like, so Lilith will bring up the dark sides of yourself. So wherever Lilith is at in your astrology wheel, say Lilith is in the house of Libra right now, so it's going to bring up the darker aspects of Libra. Now, I'm getting tired of this goddamn thing doing this, but now when we look at dark, don't look at it as something bad. I mean, it's all about your perception, but when it comes to this Lilith, it going into certain zodiac signs is only bringing out what's hidden. It's only bringing out things in the dark for you to reflect on, right? For you to be aware of what's in the darkness, so you can shine your light or pull it out of the darkness to the light, so you can light it up or whatever you want to do, so you can better yourself. So Lilith is in Libra, so Libra is dealing with unification and things like that, balance and all that. But depending on, you know, if you got any planets in there, say if you got Mercury in there, Mercury deals with communication. So now you be dealing with communication as well. You'll be dealing with the planet of Mercury and all its aspects and characteristics. So also when it comes to the Lilith, and say we saying it's in the house of Libra, then we need to look at the polar opposite sign. So the polar opposite sign is just the sign that's 180 degrees away from a Libra, front and back. So the polar opposite signs balance each other out. So necessarily that's not saying that gets you ahead, like, because they balance each other. I mean, when you balance, you balance. But when you balance, you still got to take some action. You got to do something to get, you know, momentum in a certain direction that you want to go. But Lilith also will affect the but make sure you stay balanced. But Lilith also will affect not only Libra, but it will affect Aries. So wherever Aries is at in your house, say if it's in the 8th house, it is going to affect everything in the 8th house, which deals with Scorpio as well. So you see Lilith will actually affect the whole zodiac wheel, not just one aspect, but in particular, it will be concentrated in that one area of Libra, but also it will affect the polar opposite sign Aries, right? And depending on where these zodiac signs are at, say we saying Aries is in the 8th house. So not only now Lilith will affect the 8th house, but now it's going to affect, not only is it going to affect Aries, which is the 8th house, so now it's going to affect the 8th house, you see? And it's going to affect the, Libras in the 2nd house, so it's going to affect the 2nd house too. So then we got to look at what is the home zodiac sign and the home planets of these houses. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, 2nd house home zodiac sign is Taurus, and I also think that the ruling planet is Venus for Taurus. And then for Aries, Aries, which is in the 8th house, the home zodiac sign and planet for the 8th house is what is Scorpio, and I think that Mars is the ruling planet for that. So now we got to take that in consideration. But this gets deeper than that, because once you start looking at your zodiac like that, you'll see how all those many zodiacs come back to one. Because then as you start looking into the 8th house and, you know, not the Virgo, but the 8th house of the Scorpio and things like that, then you're going to want to look on your zodiac wheel and be like, okay, so where's my Scorpio at? And then you'll see it may be in the 3rd house. You see what I'm saying? So now you want to see what's all in the third house. So when you do this, when you look at the third house, then you're going to be like, okay, so the polar opposite sign of Scorpio is what? Taurus. So then you want to look to see what Taurus is at, which would say it'd be in the ninth house. Now I'm saying the ninth house because these are polar opposites. It'd be in the ninth house, right? And then you want to look, okay, well, all planets and stuff I got in the ninth house, you know, along with Taurus. And what is the home zodiac sign of the ninth house? You see, so there'd be Sagittarius. See, and then we said the third house was Scorpio was in the third house. So what is the home zodiac sign of the third house? It'd be Gemini. So then you want to find out the ruling planets of that. So when you do it like that, it's going to show you the whole wheel, not just you focusing on one aspect of the wheel. I ain't saying nothing wrong with that, but like I'm saying, when certain planets, certain alignments is in a particular house, say Lilith, it's more concentrated there. But when you really do all the math and all the numbers and stuff, and you do like how I just said it, you just balancing everything out. And you be in the whole zodiac, so you could be the 1 to 13. All right, peace.